No. Flat arms. Thanks, Flat Earth British and Santos Bonacci. Yeah, Santos.
It's flat.
Martin. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it, guys.
Yeah. Thanks that you are joining us. I hope Lindsay will come soon to us. She wrote me she have to pick up her kids for school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But she will jump also in, I think.
Oh.
It's the first time that Martin and Santos come together.
Yeah, it is, isn't it, Santos?
Yeah. Yep. I've looked forward to this, brother, because I've seen a lot of your good work, and I'm very impressed.
Thanks.
So it's good to see someone tackling the subject from a very different angle and unique. The unique ones are the ones that stand out, I think, that bring something special to the table. Yeah, so it's my pleasure, really, my pleasure.
It was an inevitability anyway, eventually.
Yeah.
You know, I've stuck with it like you since 2015. You know, you was one of the first people out there I was watching. You know, there wasn't that much around back then, was there? So.
And I'm glad to say that, man. I'm glad that I was right there at the start.
The way I see it is, you know, if I'm even talking about alternative history, everything that I speak about is under the umbrella of flat Earth, because I'm flat Earth British and I'm a flat earther. You know, so I'll talk about everything from flat Earth linguistic perspective, because it is. So, you know, I'm not going to talk any other way. So
that's true.
And I slip in a little bit of flat Earth into every single video, because I get quite a lot of people on my channel which are, you know, globe persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, everywhere, Martin.
I always do too. I always do. Every presentation, every conversation, I always bring it back to the flat Earth, because, you know, it's the most pivotal of all. It's the one that connects all the other truths. Once you bust that one, then you understand why this is going on, why the pandemic's going on, why the Earth's being polluted, why everything just makes sense, right? So it's the big one, and I don't care whether people get offended. I mean, it's not like they're going to die of leprosy just because I told them that the Earth is flat. They're not going to die. They're not going to, you know, get cancer. They're not going to get depressed.
They may improve their life, though.
Exactly.
That's true.
Because everybody does who gets into flat Earth. First, they realize, you know, that there's intelligent design in this place. And then when they start to learn about how this place really works, then I guess in some way or other, they surrender themselves to the universe and just go with how it's supposed to be. You know, all of this thinking that I've been doing, it's been like ego driven for the last 50 odd years, I've found. And it's only in the last few years that I was like, I've been just wrecking my life over things that weren't even real.
Yeah. Imagine me, right? I'm in Australia, growing up, being told that I'm actually upside down and wondering, how the hell does that work? Well, it does. It has to, because they say it does. But you're still left with, I don't know how the fuck that works.
Yeah. Counterintuitive, isn't it? Like everything they talk about. It's like, this is against your intuition. It's like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's just go with it because we say so. It's like, yeah, okay. Upside down super tankers.
Yeah. Authority.
Helicopters.
And helicopters, yeah. Authority is truth. Truth is not authority.
I had a beautiful blue sky when I woke up, and then it's like everybody in the world has just decided to take a flight because that was like really, really bad cheming. And I've had 3 photographs sent in from Britain, like, have a look at my skies, Matt. And now the sun's completely disappeared and it's like a grey overcast sky. They will not let us have sunny days in Britain and feel okay about things, I'm finding.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the same shit here, Martin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, They've been keeping Britain under clouds for decades and decades and decades now, man. And just the same as they're keeping Los Angeles and the West Coast dry. It's all geoengineering. This is how we got deserts in the first place. I mean, Gurdjieff, who lived 100 years ago, he found maps of Egypt that were only about 50 years old, and Africa, Northern Africa, it was all tropical lush forests.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I've got loads of maps and stuff that I've shared and mountain ranges as well. Like there's the Kong Range that rips through. Lake Chad is about 20 size. This thing's just like, well, a tropical paradise, you know. And now it's dust, and it is dust. That's why they call them dust storms, because it's dust. Yeah, so it's been dustified.
So I wonder what technology they had, man. It's something similar to how they brought the Twin Towers down, right?
Well, I mean, you know, I juggle with, you know, I proposed maybe 3-4 years ago now about Fascist technologies, electromagnetic technologies, if you like, direct energy weapons, because the evidence of the American cities of the 1800s, you know, where everything's falling in its footprint, trees seemingly have no effect with the heat, and all of the roads are suspiciously clear. You see it in San Francisco, Chicago, Boston fires, all of the American fires. And then you got to look at like building, you know, the buildings themselves, the way the center's just been cut out. I've seen pictures of a computer that's like on a desk, it's completely cut in half, like something is just straight through it. Let me just share a screen a minute and let me show you something that I found the other day that you would find really interesting, Santos.
And Santos,
so yeah,
we also want that you will try to share your screen.
Am I sharing at the moment?
Yeah, sure, do it, Martin.
Well, yeah, so I've been talking about fascists like being the most important weapon in history. I think it like basically helps towards resets, maybe turning things into dust, because that's what it does, is discombobulate matter. So this is paradise, okay? Trees all still intact.
I can't see it.
Oh, doesn't it come up? Manny, can you see it?
Yeah,
Hi, Lindsay Sweetness.
Hi, sorry, I'm late, guys.
No
wow.
problem.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Angel.
Lindsay.
Oh, there you are.
Hi, nice to meet you, Santos.
Hey.
So yeah, I was just thinking, like, you know, this is paradise, okay? So trees all intact, these sporadic fires. So people say, oh yeah, there's beams coming out of airplanes like they were 100 years ago, which we had with Zeppelins. So you had high intensity beams, direct energy weapons, if you like, exploding totalitarian buildings. Plenty of evidence of this going on.
Oh,
And
wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Very cool,
I know, Santos. I know.
This is new to me, man.
Well, yeah, I only found it a week ago. Presented.
Wow.
Yeah, so Zeppelin. It's not. I originally found that they were shooting down Zeppelins in the First World War, which I got an article that says they were using fascists as well. I think that they would need something around this size to do something of that level of devastation as well. You know, like I was watching a thing earlier on. It was on about Hiroshima. It was just come up on a movie. And I was thinking, yeah, like, you know, the thing was a tinderbox. It's all wood, and you know, you don't have to see incendiaries to fall out of the sky. They could just ignite on impact, so nobody would see them. Just one initial blast to con everyone, and the rest is done with this technology, just energy beams. And you know, this is Chicago, as all of you know, in 1871. It's, you know, massive monuments for something that's supposed to be, you know, the time of Wild West, which is a psyop in itself. Look at this one then, just reducing a city to dust with high energy beams. It's crazy, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, this one was feared all over Britain. This Zeppelin. So yeah, some of them got shot down. This one was on its way to Liverpool docks, but it got shot down in the Wirral. And it was famous. It was feared. It dropped. They say bombs, but we don't know that. I'm not really sure that was the case at all. Now, you know, guys, over Nottingham and other northern cities, but they managed to shoot it down with I think this technology. And as we've proposed before, that these landing platforms is what we think these belfries were. You know, the ability to, you know, with the wind, not to affect the balloon, it could swing around. You can step off onto a gantry, and then you're delivered straight into the city, wherever. So that had to be it. And as I said, look, Santos, look, it's exactly the same MO as what you're seeing with Chicago. You know, melted stone. It's just like the most extreme temperatures to do this sort of thing, like what we're witnessing in Dresden, which I'm going to talk about on my next post. Actually, I found some fantastic stuff to do with Dresden. I've covered it before, but these are new, so I'm going to talk about it in my next post. So that's what I think. Fascist electromagnetic technologies defined it, definitely. They know about all its torus fields. They know about this technology, and they know how the place really works. To my mind, they've had free energy all along.
Yep.
And so all that would say that, you know, these coal mining operations and everything else, nuclear, are just psyops to keep the boys in work, you know, in northern working men's clubs, drinking, all of that society, when they didn't need to go and get coal anyway, which explains why they closed all of the coal mines down in Wales without a care in the world. When we got, like, I'm from Cardiff. This was the biggest coal export port in the world, Tiger Bay, where I live. Okay. No port bigger in the world. In 1900, it supplied all the coal for the ships of the First World War. It was prominent in D-Day in the Second World War. And now you get 3-4 ships in at a time. All gone. One of the biggest ports in the world, Cardiff. So, yeah, first £1 million check ever signed was in Cardiff, not New York, you know, not London. It was in Cardiff, in our coal export building.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going on tour. I got a tour coming up, and the first is in Cardiff, and I'm taking all of the tour to this coal exchange in Cardiff. It's a fantastic Tatarian building, mud flooded. The interior is second to none, all wood carved and all this Phoenician ornamentation and statues, absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to take the people there on the first leg of my tour, which is starting at the end of the month. I'm on tour.
Yeah, the trailer is very cool, Martin.
I got another one being made today because things are like coming along swiftly. I got like people are being added to my like round table because basically I got a convention. So we know the same people now. I'm mates with Andy and Claire Santos in Birmingham land. I went up there. I did Truth Juice twice, and I goes up and I stays with Andy and Claire, and we has a Chinese in their house. Plays guitar as a fantastic. They said you was a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're my friends. So I've got So I couldn't get after the last Flat Earth British Convention in that venue, the E25. They didn't want me again because too many people turned up. I had 300 people turn up. Santos. It was absolutely madness. So they won't let me again. So I hired juries in the centre of Birmingham, where we had the 2018 Flat Earth Convention.
Yeah,
it's a big venue. So so we're going to be doing a big convention there. I got like names like Mark Devlin, who you know, allegedly Dave, another guy who's Ross, Britain's Hidden Histories, who's the #1 go-to guy about King Arthur in the world on the internet.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, he's like shit hot. And my friend Jade and myself. So if you want to join at any stage, you're more than welcome to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do a little recording with me, and I can present it. Save, and we could do like superstar flat earther section.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah. Let me know, please.
Because there's going to be thousands watching it. You know, even live on the live feeds, there's going to be 1,000 in chat. I got like 300 in there in the convention itself, and it's being like literally beams out everywhere. So there's a lot of attention on this one. I can show you. So
good.
It's the biggest one.
So why couldn't Truth Juice host you? They didn't have big enough venues?
No, they hosted me, and I did another one just for Andy and a month later, which was basically last September, just gone. But I asked if I could hire the venue again, and they said no, they had too many members and residents complaints.
About what?
They were partying in the parking lot afterwards.
It's not all my Glastonbury crew turned up. There was people tripping. It was just like everyone was out in the car park having a scene. There was music playing. There was my crazy mate Steve, who can't keep his mouth shut, but you know I love him, so I'll just put up with his craziness. So, so yeah, it was just the performance of the people. You know, they did not behave.
So Andy and Claire, how long have they been on board with Flat Earth?
Oh man, Andy, he's such a good mate. probably he's been watching Flat Earth British maybe 4 or 5 years, so maybe
Yeah.
that long. I think they got into a second phase, maybe late second phase.
I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Yeah. Because when I did Truth Juice, it was 2013,
That's right.
and Flat Earth came to me in 2014. I've got evidence that in December of 2014.
No, I remember. I know that anyway for a fact. Yeah, you're talking about. He was one of the first I can ever remember talking about it. So,
Right. There you go. There you go.
It's like prompted other people, like, you know, to be, and, you know, I know Matt Powland had that comedy skit out, you know, really early on, maybe 2013, was it? Something like that.
Yeah, 2014.
2014, something like that.
I think could have been 2013, but I saw it in 2014.
Yeah, same. It's like the first one I seen was like Max Sargent. It was then you, Eric, and it was like the other ones flying around like Flatwater. I absolutely adored his stuff.
Yeah.
Flatwater, Flat Earth, all the Enochian stuff, talking about, you know, he does the Enoch, he does, you know, and I just go away with his stories. Oh,
Brilliant.
brilliant.
Those were absolute golden days of truth.
1.5 million views, Flatwater.
Amazing.
Even back then, everyone was like looking at it. It makes you think, don't it, about the growth and how much they have censored it and kept it down since.
Well, those days were the best truth days for me because I'd already got astrotheology. I worked out the sovereignty. I worked out the religions and how false they are, but how true spirituality is. I worked all that out, but there was still something is still yet I don't know what it is that I need. And then it just came along. People were sending me videos going, hey, Santos, check this out. There's crazy people out there saying the world's flat and it doesn't move. And immediately I thought, well, I've been laughing at the flat earth since I was a kid because I was a Jehovah's Witness knocking on people's doors. And the Jehovah's Witnesses, they are out and out globetards, of course, because they're working for the global agenda. But I was laughing at it for so many years. And then, so the first ones, I just knocked them back because I'm not going to watch this. And then they kept sending him people from everywhere, you know, saying, Santos, you've got to watch this, you've got to watch this. So I started watching them and I just couldn't refute any of their arguments. And then finally, after a few months, it was only like 3 or 4 months, the penny dropped and I realized, hang on a minute, I'm teaching the astrological Ptolemaic model anyway.
I know. You were doing it anyway.
So I just went and I just thought, right, forget the globe model explanations. I've got the correct explanations now. I know where I'm living. And that was like, it was like a fairy tale. Life was like, woohoo!
I was exactly the same. It took me 3-4 months, and I was the same. I was like just a kid born into a new place, never knew nothing. It was like eyes of wonder.
Ecstasy. It was ecstasy.
Yeah, same for me. Exactly the same. Magical times.
And then you go and try and share it with people that you think, right, I'm going to go to Tom, I'm going to go to Dick, I'm going to go to Harry, that they're going to take it. And then they look at you and they, you know, disown you. And you just, fuck, what?
He's lost the plot. He's lost
the ultimate truth. They've just disowned it.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, man. There's just that wall comes up. I've had exactly the same with friends of mine as well. So you've completely lost the plot, Martin. Yeah.
What is the plot?
Well, there's some stars in it. This is a theatre, after all.
There you go.
And there are some stars in the show, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Some prominent players in the movie. Because that's all it is. You know, I really do feel like that we're being watched, being tested. You know, they keep chucking in conundrums and different stuff to see how we respond, just like mice in a test. And but I you know, in my Brian, I don't think, you know, Brian, my mind, I do not think that they have any power over us whatsoever. I think we totally got this. I don't think that they can touch us. We know how to manifest our realities. We're teaching other people how to do it, positive intent. So once that's out of the bag and people just, you know, the world is everyone's oyster and they don't even know it. You know,
I know.
How many people are suffering? Everyone I've seen today, right? I had a guy literally he went back like that. He's behind the glass screen. He has a mask on, and he still backed off from me. And it just came out. I couldn't help it. I was like, "You're a retard." I just walked out. I can't even stand you. Yeah. I couldn't help myself. It just came out. I was like, that may have been a bit unkind, but really. So I always knew they were like that, but I didn't think they would atone to the man that quite that easy, which has changed all of my game plan in my head, because I was in the saving humanity business. No, it's not, is it? Because you know, how many of them are black goo, Joe?
Yeah.
How's Lindsay, lovely? How are you, love?
I'm doing great.
Nice to see you.
Yeah. I'm just laughing to myself because describing everything. I know how that is. So, but
yeah.
But
well, you're not newly awakened, are you? You're a couple of years into it, aren't you? I think you was...
to Flat Earth was at the same time as the shitdemic hit. It was all everything, mud flood, Flat Earth, Rona hoax, and I have proof from like day one of the first scary headline article that I smelt a rat from day one. So, but I've been in it since 2012, learning about the pharmaceutical industry and medical industrial complex and how women and families are being, screwed over by childbirth and just everything.
All of it. The whole, all of it. Even on the film They Live, they show you up on the signs with obey and consume. It says family. The family thing, it's part of their... They want everyone not to be, to be their conscious selves and to, be, what they are. Santos is a man who knows how to show his consciousness in the ways of his works and, everything really. So that's what I try to do.
Well, it's interesting. It's interesting what you said. They're attacking the individuality. You see, they've made a third entity called the collective. We have to do this for the collective. The collective, it doesn't exist.
No.
So there's you and there's God. That's it. There's no authority in between you and God is your higher self anyway. So who has the right to intervene? Well, so what they've done is they've created this third person. Oh, but you're not masked. But what about the collective? And this thing doesn't exist.
No, it's just an entity. Yeah, it's just fake. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Yeah, I never thought of it in that way. Yeah.
Yeah, so now they've removed God from the equation because it's now a collective. So God is out and you're out because you don't have any individual rights anymore. No, but you don't have any individual rights. You have to wear a mask. You have to get vaccinated for everyone else.
Yeah, the basis of that, though, surely, is they're all suffering because of faith and belief. That's what their problem, all of their problem is, all of them, is faith and belief. Faith that the government will look after them, a belief in something that's not even real, because they have no understanding of how this place works anyway. The language as well, which is a biggie, obviously.
Yes.
I was digging, interesting thing I was looking up into yesterday, Santos, right? Was are we living in hell or Bardos? Because there was experiments in Vietnam using infrared. Did you hear about that? And they revealed, basically people were in hellscapes and seeing like demonic entities and stuff. And they switched it to green night vision, and there's stacks of people come forward saying that they witnessed this stuff, See, I think that I was subject to some sort of spiritual attack over the Christmas period, the New Year. I really do. It came on really heavy, Santos. I mean, I had the stupidest shit in my head. I was getting repetitive. It was repetitive. It's like, hang on, I can identify that as not me. Yeah. That seems to be coming from exterior. External, and it's gone. It's completely gone now. My head was battered with it around the Christmas period. I know they say Mercury was in retrograde, so I was digging it could have been that, right? And it's come out by now. But I'm saying that I feel that I've had some sort of like witchcraft done on me, or they try, because of my position in all of this. And they would try that. That would be something that would happen. But they must be really bugging them by now why I'm so protected.
Martin,
Well-
do you experience stuff like that when you're awake or in dreams, or?
My dreams are fantastic and the best they have ever been in my life. Since I was a child, when I was living in magical Narnia world, they're back like that. I can choose where I go and how,
good.
you know, it's fantastic. I love, my dreams are one of the best aspects of my life at the moment. But I have been a lucid dreamer forever, so
Yeah, same.
that's part of that. No, in my real world, it's just I'm living the same as everyone else, being terrorized by the man trying to run away. But in the virtual world, there's just really ugly people. I've come to the conclusion that maybe 7, 8 out of 10 people that I will meet of the day are going to be narcissistic by their nature. I mean, if you put a mask on, he just sorts everybody else out without a care or a feeling, no empathy whatsoever. So they're narcs as well. So, you know, I'm going on that. You know, from my experience in life now, getting to my age, I'm finding that most people, first thing they think when they look at you is look you up and down and think, well, what can I get off you? It's always an agenda with people's heads because of the program. I don't blame them. You know, it's the system that they live in of greed and everything else. But most people are wired like that. Yeah, they're a long way from home. Still, a lot of people. I feel they need you know, I thought that this would have been a good shake to wake them up. You know, look what's just happened. They've just marketed the common cold, yo. Everyone's petrified to get a snotty cold. It's like that's all that has happened. Nothing's different to 2019. Nothing. You remember, like, you had flu season, your kids went to school, they come home, they were snotty, you know, in the fall, everyone had there's a bad diarrhea going around, there's a bad flu going around. This is the way it's always been until, like, you know, 2020, when now it's something completely different. It's just like, I can see what you've done, though.
Yeah, it's the world of make-believe now. That's where we find ourselves.
It's always been that. You know, look at Hollywood, the dream makers, and they're like literally like social engineering the way people think, styles. Paradigms, even, you know, films like Joker and stuff like that, you know, they pour money into them because they know it affects consciousness. Pack it full of symbols, bam, 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 the whole film, stuff that goes right in there. You know, they know exactly what they're doing with the dream machines.
Yep.
Yeah.
5G, nothing.
What about it?
Yeah, I think maybe they can also give you some crazy input what you are dreaming.
Well, I looked into dream machines, I posted about them and all that, but in my head, I'm starting to think this way now, that they don't actually need a physical technology to do any of this shit to us. Yeah. You know, with there's a thing like spiritual abduction. You know, people are like interfucking-feared with in their sleep by some seemingly other dimensional entities. Okay, this is a thing in my experience in life. So there's a lot more going on than they're not telling us about, and I don't think it's anything to do with any machines either. I think this is a spiritual thing, multi-dimensional, if you like. I don't know. But it's all in that geometry anyway. Things, you know, people can manifest monsters just out of their minds. You know, like what happened with Junior in Montauk Project. You know, this guy's in a chair. He visualizes, like, because his head's messed up anyway, a monster, and the thing materialized. People can do that. They can materialize monsters into their reality.
Yeah, let's not.
Police your thoughts so carefully. You know,
Yeah, you
don't
gotta
protect
protect
what you wish
yourself.
for. Yeah, don't wish. Don't wish. Wishes are not good. Wishes is them. Yeah. Wishes is whimsical. It's not a solid. It's like a might. If someone says, "Oh, I might do that," that means that they won't, because that's just like not positive.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. We can will things into existence, not wish them.
Willpower. Yeah.
It was my will that we come together.
There you go, Manny. You're the man. You just brought Martin and Santos together, brother, on a Friday afternoon.
Hey, you are in the same movie.
Yeah. I'm doing that next week. Next week now. Yeah.
Will Show Hitler also come to you?
No, I got some people coming to the house, like, because my recording kit is woefully inadequate apparently for any such documentary. So he's got people coming to the house, but that's next week because I have to go away on business to basically a reconnaissance mission to check out my convention and the Wi-Fi connections and where I'm putting everything and just check it out. So I'm doing that in a week.
So
and then
you have to do your part and film it.
She's got it all. The lady's a friend of mine. She's a Greek photographer. She got all the kit. She got a first-class drone. So I'm going to go down on the coast near here, down Surrey, beautiful place, and she's going to like drone me. All it is basically answering, like, I guess maybe 7 to 10 flat Earth questions. So it's just standard stuff in it. So, but I'll turn on the charm and try and do it good.
Yeah. Santos also did it very well in the first level.
It was good.
I think Sean's going to come out to Mexico. He's been saying that for a month. I hope he does. I'd prefer that because I think I'll be more engaging. I want to be right in there with all my, with all my energy. Rather
that's how I feel. That's how I want to be as well. Yeah, exactly how I want to be. I don't want to be on a flat day.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. Yeah, exactly the same. Yeah, I think he'll do that. It'd be nice. Is Ian still down there, or is he going home yet?
Ian's going home today.
Today, is he? He looks like he's had a fantastic time.
Oh man, he came to my place for a smoke.
He's my brother. I've known him years. I love Ian. He's my brother.
Yeah, we had a few pipes, and he was so. Like, he was like, man, I love this place. I've got to move here. He was on meth or something. He was that excited.
Listen, he looks like it on his photographs. He's just so excited. Yeah, man. He probably will now.
He loved it.
In Mexico now.
And he was hanging out with Dave most of the time.
Yeah, they're old mates, aren't they? No, I've known him years. I've known him. We've been in many conventions together and got like right wasted many times with Ian. He's a great laugh. He's a good boy. He's a good boy, man.
Oh man, Mexico sounds pretty nice right about now.
Yeah.
Oh mate, there's a lot of paradise in Mexico. There are so many beautiful places. I'll tell you what, and there's a lot of sovereign thinkers as well. Up in the state of Michoacan, which sounds like Michigan, which proves that all of North America was one people, the Nahuatl people. Anyway, in Michoacan, in the state of Michoacan, one of the 32 United States of Mexico. Hang on, let me show you this, guys. Here's my license here. What does it say on the top of that?
Estados Unidos Mexicanos.
Yeah, that means
United States of Mexico.
United States of Mexico.
Wow,
crazy.
And how many times in school have you, that they've always called Mexico the United States of Mexico.
What? Can we see the photo?
I don't remember this before in my reality, if I'm honest with you.
A little bit on the right.
Oh geez, no, don't make him show his photo.
Very cool, very cool. Thanks, Santos.
You got it?
Yeah, you look really great, brother.
Oh yeah, right. all my photos, I look like I've just come out of jail or 40 years of hard labor.
Stone breaking.
I don't see many good ones. Although people say, oh, you're very photogenic. All right, show me one of them photos, please.
Yeah, they won't let you wear glasses on your pictures anymore, which I thought was ridiculous. So, but every time I have my photograph taken, I have my glasses on, so you won't recognize me, will you? So we will recognize you.
Yeah, it's also in Austria, Matt.
That makes no sense. So can the facial recognition see their face inside a mask?
Yeah.
Can it? I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't know.
We never will wear a mask.
Fuck that.
You're joking, mate. Touch one. Yeah, there's cheap shit on the ground. Where I live, they're all over the they're all over the pavement. It's disgusting.
It's
Is there much poverty where you live then? Is it a poverty-driven place?
Look, in Mexico, there's no extremes of places where there's poverty. There's poverty in amongst the rich. It's just it's mixed in. There's no, like ghettos and things like that.
I heard there's great street life. There's the streets are all painted up, and there's great street life in Mexico, is what I've heard. Everyone likes to come out on the streets.
Yeah, and poor people all have an opportunity to make money because they've got a craft, so they take to the street and sell their wares. Or they make tamales or tacos or something. They make them at home, bring them out, and someone sure enough buys them. So the poor people, they do cleaning jobs, they do cooking and go out and sell their wares or whatever, crafts, and they're all surviving. I find that there's no one dying.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. That's the way they do it in Thailand. Look, nobody goes hungry. They're just taking over, aren't they? And they probably don't want for much anyway, because you don't really need much, do you, really, in this place?
No. Well, in the Western countries now, I remember when I stopped busking in 2012, I was busking for 12 years in Melbourne. Then all of a sudden, in 2012, they started having council meetings where they wanted buskers to have a license. And I thought, no, I'm not going to fall for this. This is the New World Order. They're going to destroy busking in Melbourne, one of the most music-friendly busking cities in the world.
Wow.
And I realized what was coming down the line. Now what they have to do in Melbourne is they've got to show their little, I've paid for my I'm allowed to play on the streets, and you've got to display it all the time. And there's officers walking up and down, and they're checking, and where's your permit? You need your permit. Where's your permit?
Government-approved, sanctioned musicians sucks. No.
That's how they create the poor, right? Because some people can't pay for these permits. Some people don't want to do that. So they're pushed. Is this how they push you out? You have to have a permit. You have to have a license. That's how they killed all the Irish in the potato famines. They had to pay for their, their taxes for using the roads, and they couldn't afford it. So that's why you've got these tariffs and tolls and all this.
They do it on purpose. They're driving us all to 1 in 3 buildings are closed down in centre cities in Britain because none of them can afford the council tax for where they live. So how is that even? Yeah, no, there's just empty businesses everywhere. I could go through my high street local, and they're all boarded up since the pandemic because of council tax. Just the government is screwing everybody into the ground. Nobody is going to be able to live in this place shortly. Nobody. Yeah, so unless you're in the system.
So this is how short-sighted and how clever they are, right? So what they do is they raise the taxes, create poverty, make a lot of money from raising the taxes, build a big mansion, buy a lot of stuff from ripping the poor people off. Then the poor people wake up and they go and pay them a visit and lynch the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've,
It sounds like fun.
So that's how stupid they are. They are stupid. They are absolutely stupid. Why?
Extreme. Doesn't mean
they let themselves be run by greed, and then the people who see that turn around and lynch them one day anyway. So they're all waiting to be lynched, and they will be.
Oh, they will be. They will be. Yeah. No. I don't want anything to do with it.
Nuremberg too, Santos.
Oh yeah, man. Nuremberg too, lynching, guillotine.
Even the journalists got executed for at Nuremberg. Even the journalists for doing, the propaganda were executed.
I posted it.
Jeez, how many millions of people are complicit in upholding all of this? And so many times we're having a conversation and I say, well, surely you realize that this is nonsensical. And they say, I know.
I have been complicit, but I've spoken to a lot of nurses, people who have walked out of their jobs. A lady got laid off because the wing had been closed down in a hospital, you know, stuff like that. And these videos that are flying around on YouTube of this satanic dance that everybody's copying, okay, these nurses, that's just set out there again, you know, the dialectic. So you dislike the NHS at the same time as needing them. This is just pure gaslighting. That's not them. They've all got rings on and makeup. You can't wear rings into a hospital. This is rubbish. I mean, these are not nurses. Yeah, these are actors. It's all part of the dialect. Anything on the internet is to make you go mental and drive everybody against one another. When, you know, in my mind, there's only like one of us here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very few shall be chosen. Many shall be lost.
And this is the time, the wheat from the chaff, 100%. I can see it so clearly. And some changes happened in them that I can't even put my finger on. It's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I don't even know. Soul's gone, big empty eyes. They look like a deer in the headlights, waiting for whatever is going to come to them, which will.
Well, I've seen a change in people's what's the word I'm looking for now? Not appearance.
Well, the personality traits and stuff. They're all like just doing like the man's bidding and just
the whole lot when they get a booster.
Brother, I got some of the hardest gangsters ever here, right? Masks on, little bitches.
Yeah.
And there's like supposed to be these big admen, and they're just like the man. It's just like
that's the word. I've seen change in people's countenance once they've taken the booster. I was talking to a lady yesterday who looks after this house, and she's the go-to person for the actual landlady. So we're looking at this property because we're trying to get an academy established here. We need a nice property, and she's taken us to these $1 million places, etc. And then all of a sudden, as we're walking to one place, she says, "Oh, I feel a bit dizzy. I got the booster the other day," and my friend and we just went, "Whoa!" And then we noticed, yes, her countenance, something has changed. Her eyes, her blue eyes, were like glazed over. They looked like.
I've seen.
I've seen that too.
That's what I was trying to explain, the glazing over thing.
Yeah, that's true, brother.
Soul's gone.
I'm not even bothered. It says the meek will inherit the earth. Yo, the meek are here.
Yeah,
that's right.
We're right. We're not even driven the same way. We're not even like we don't even want the same stuff in reality as they want. We're not even interested in it all. We've had it all. We know what it is. It's all just superficial rubbish. We know what we want, you know.
Yeah,
so,
we also can see the soul from the other person in their eyes.
Yeah, and the lack thereof.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's crazy though, but like with the children and stuff, like my kids are still in the public school system, which I'm not happy about, but it is what it is for now. It's a bit tragic right now.
Yeah, it's not your fault though, Lindsay. You know, give it time. I seen your face last night when when Moonbeam Midge mentioned homeschooling, and you was like, and I know how you feel, but give it time.
Yeah, I was there before, but then I was overruled, so that's how that goes. But I'm not giving up. But when I took my kids to school the other day, I had like a Mexican standoff with the principal at the entrance, and I wanted to have a word with her, and she wouldn't let me. It was freezing outside. She wouldn't let me step into the vestibule and have a word with her inside, and just giving me all of this bullshit, of course, because that's all that they can do. But then I was getting ready to go, and there's a little group of tots waiting to go inside, all masked up.
That's child cruelty.
I know. And
that's abuse.
And I addressed this little group of kids, and I said, "Hey guys, how are you doing with school and all of this? How is it wearing the masks at school?" And one little boy was like, "What do you mean? I like my mask."
That's a danger.
Yeah.
I seen it's like a cult twist.
Brainwashed.
Yeah, they got the fashion to go with it as well. Some of these goths have got like goth masks and the fashion to go with it. They're like literally like it's a thing. But I suspected as much anyway with these. They turned into a cult. Well, it was a cult anyway. The globe's a cult. I was in a cult 50 years. I was, Santos.
Oh yeah, me too, man.
Yeah, man. It's good to be out of it.
I was in more cults than one. I was a Jehovah's Witness. I was a Globetard.
Wow.
You win.
Wow.
I was waiting for a literal Jesus to come out of the clouds one day and save us, literally.
Wow.
Right?
Santos, you are flat earther.
Stay
Well,
flat.
good luck with that.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Religion, man. Religion. Legion is the name of an evil demon. So what we're supposed to rejoin? Legion? Does that even make any sense?
That's right.
It's all in the words. They tell you
Yeah.
what this is, what's going on with it.
It's all in the words, man. Words
Yeah,
are magic.
man.
Words are the
Words are
creators of the
I'm
universe.
telling you. Yeah, man. We don't even know. I'm starting to, overstand what I've been doing with my linguistics. But I'm trying to break it every way I can.
Yep.
Change words a little bit. There are words that it's not affected, like the word spliff.
Yeah.
It's not
But
phonetic.
we know this.
Yeah. And also Welsh words aren't affected, so that's good.
Yeah.
No, Welsh words unaffected. We've got a lack of vowels, it's not like, this is why they tried to kick the Welsh out of us. People were being punished in the 1960s in Wales for speaking Welsh, their native language. It's like smacking them with rulers. You got to speak English. It was punishable. So they tried to kick the Welsh out of Wales because of that, because of these lack of Germanic harsh tones in the linguistics. It's it doesn't have the same spelling effect with the magic.
Now, Santos,
Beautiful
I
language.
had a question, Santos. You were recently, maybe the other day, talking about how language in the English language, in your opinion, is the most perfect language for, I think you said it was for communicating energy or something like that, with the way that the phonetics are set up, but it also connects to every other language. So as engineered as English is, I don't know what my question was. Sorry.
Yep. What I was saying, when I did my 14-day tour, a 14 presentation tour in the UK in 2013 for Truth Juice, I started out in St. Anne's up in the north there, right?
Lovely.
Anyway, I started with the words that I'm very, very happy, being an Anglophile since I was a little boy, to be in England teaching syncretism and using the language English, Anglish, Angelish, to transmit the most sacred and beautiful theology that exists, called astrotheology, which is astrology and the science of electromagnetics, to the English people. And then I did preface that, or I did put a disclaimer in there that I'm not talking about the language that we speak on the streets, which is not English, it's legalese.
Yes.
Yeah.
So legalese is from the witches, the dark covens in the city of London, run by the Jesuits and the Masons and the Order of the Garth and all of these horrible satanic pedophile people trafficking vampire people. That's not English. But English, true English, is Angelish. It is the most adaptable language that you could possibly use to explain all things electromagnetic in the universe.
I know, and it's all in the words as well. It's all in the words. Words signify CL at the beginning, signify a circle, or a torus. It's all in the words. They tell you exactly. EL, on the end of words. Obviously angel, as you said, EL on the end.
Yeah.
Gabriel, Raphael, EL.
Yeah.
These are all charges, aren't they? These are all, in the electric universe idea. This is they're in you with us, aren't they? These charges.
Yes. And look, and there's no mistake about it. English is directly connected to two of the great ancient languages, Hebrew and Egyptian. They are actually a mixture of Hebrew and Egyptian. And of course, Celtic, Gaelic, it's in there. So it's a language that is kind of like a mother, you know. It embraces and understands and connects with all other languages. That's what I've found. I mean, I speak eight languages to varying degrees. So I've always been a polyglot or a linguist, born bilingual. So languages, music, that's been my life. So it's not something that I do in a contrived fashion. I don't have to force myself. It comes naturally. So I'm always thinking in terms of languages. I cut my teeth on Alexander Hislop's The Two Babylons in 1982. That's 40 years ago.
Very
Now,
cool.
If you know that book, it's a big tome.
I know of the book. I know of the context and where the other Babylon is you know, a really interesting field. But when you said about Hebrew just now, you know, there's a lot of ideas of what the original Hebrew is. I got a friend of mine, Ross, who's definitely convinced that it's Welsh. He thinks that there was a time that all of this shit that they attribute to Rome in Britain, it's nothing to do with the Romans. This is British stuff.
No. Yep.
And he thinks that there was a time when possibly everybody in Britain spoke this Gaelic, Celtic, Welsh dialect until, you know, whoever the Angles, the Phoenicians, whoever you want to call them, arrived on our shores when we had a structure of society already. You know, I put a book up about a month ago which said that when the Phoenicians first, when the Romans first came up the River Thames, they arrived in a city which had basically gold currency, was already up and running. The Romans didn't do this. It was already here when they arrived. It's just, you know, modern history would just attribute everything to the goddamn Roman who rode everybody there, because that's all they were, was the Roman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Matt.
The biggest lie of all of them is the Roman lie. You know, the Romans, how they and then the fact that they tell you that Rome was sacked so many times and everything like that.
It's more than that. It's the classical. You know, if you're having a classical education like all of the political people do, okay, so it's the Greeks. But then people think Greek is just in Greece, but it's not. It's a colloquial term for anyone in the Eastern Mediterranean at that time. So that's like also, you know, the Phoenicians out of Lebanon, you know, Troy out of Turkey, Carthaginian, North Africa, and what they say was Rome, which wasn't even a byword at that period. You look on all the old maps, Rome ain't even a thing, okay? It's not even a thing. So they just pushed it because, you know, they got this, you know, it's a psyop. Everything you could attribute to the Romans.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Alle Wege führen nach Rom.
Listen, Monty Python told us, what have the Romans ever done for us? They tell you everything in the King Arthur film. They tell you everything in the life of Brian about what this place, what's really going on. It's, you know, for the awakened to watch it, it's like, well, I know. If you're asleep and you watch it, you just think it's comedy. But they're telling you truths.
Martin, I have to tell you a quick story about me and Santos. I sent him 5 liter of the spring water, you know, my water source, but he didn't get it. It's still on the, Lindsay, what's the right word?
It's stuck in customs,
Yeah.
Wow.
Santos, I sent you the tracking number, but it's still there. And Lindsay knows my cousin works at the post office in Austria, and he checked it. And the good thing is, I saved the water, or what's the right? I assured the water. Lindsay?
What?
I assured it.
Oh, you got insurance on it.
Yeah.
I hope I will get the money back because I paid 51 euros only to send.
You've got to be careful with fluids. They're going to have to analyze that. They might think it's just about anything. You can have explosives in liquid form. So, you know.
Yeah, but it's over 1 month ago. It was at Christmas.
If they give it to the drug-sniffing dogs, the dogs would just want to lap it up because it's the best water in the world.
Good water.
But anyway, Santos, we will try it again when I get the money back from the Shurit or what's
insurance.
You know what we need here in Mexico? We need some private organization to start a group whereby we can report all the things that are confiscated in customs by the criminals there, and send that bill to the government. And I'll tell you what, the government will pull their fingers out of their asses and do something about it, because I have had 50% of everything that gets sent to me gets confiscated, and they make up some excuse, and I don't get it. I've got people sending me herbs, you sent me water, treatments, equipment. Only about 30 or 40% of it gets here. If they decide that they want what's been sent to you, they'll make an excuse. They'll change the codes on the import codes and make it illegal. And then you've got to go through all these hoops. You've got to go through all these organizations to get, approvals and to get your stuff released from customs. If we had, I really am tempted to start some organization and then get all the reports of all the people and all the money that's been wasted from around the world and send that bill to the government.
Yeah.
Wow, that's not much.
From around the plane, Santos.
Worst. In Australia, man, if you so much as meddle with anything postal, you'll go to jail. You go to jail if you
postmen, if they run away and don't go back to work in the afternoon, they have police looking for them. They'll just say they never come back to work. They're gone with the mail. This is a federal offence. This is big.
What word when they say?
People stealing other people's mail. Mail workers like
Big
taking
trouble.
off with the truck and being like, "Peace, I'm good
Big
now."
trouble in Britain.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, same here. I've had loads of stuff that hasn't arrived, but other ones that they wanted like £1,200 in customs and excise duties, and the item's worth like $20 or something. So I just left it there.
They seem to be a government unto themselves, these crooks. Who the F do they think they are?
Everybody's robbing everyone. Everything's corrupt. They're always asking. When I was in the merchant navy, all I was ever doing was greasing people, especially in the iffy countries, especially in communist countries. Because I was like, basically, I was late 80s. I was in communist countries all the time. Everything is greasing. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just going to be compromised, and they're just going to make you stay like uncomfortable. It's like, just give them a handful. It doesn't matter. It's only like $10. But to them, it's like go away money, and it's like everywhere.
Oh, you know how many police that I've had to slip them a couple of, like a 20 or $40 just to not be fined and not have my car taken from me, and probably about 10 times now in the 2 years that I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that the climate toward expats in Mexico is more punitive than to the locals because they assume that you have more money or something?
Get you?
Yes. I've had friends who their passports expired, their visas expired, and they've been taken to detention centres. Shitty, like they're like chicken coops or pigsties.
Wow.
And, they're treated like pigs. They're given a little bit of bread and a glass of water until either two things happen. Some powerful lawyer comes in and says, "Get my client the fuck out of here now." And they go, "Oh, okay, sorry, we were just doing procedure." Or you say to them, "Look, okay, I've got money. How about $500? Will that do it?" "Oh, yeah. Yep. Give me the 500 and you're out." This is how they work. So these officers of the government, they're going around doing side business for themselves to line their own pockets, and 50% of, doing things properly. But that's how they work. Everyone here is conditioned that way. And why is that? Because the governments are criminal and they're extorting the poorer people more and more and more and more as they go.
Mm. See, I used to, when I was in the merchant navy, if I got any trouble, I used to always pull on the British card. It's like, you can't mess with me. I'm British. I would think that it would be important and it would make a difference and stuff. I'm finding out it wasn't, because I was arrested all the time, man, by machine gun point in Italy. Said, can you show us your passport? It's like, I'm on my way to the consulate in Rome. I've lost my passport, yo. trying to explain to them. And they just dragged me off to, like, basically their skyscraper of misery. They loved me. No, they were lovely to me. They were lovely to me. But there was an Algerian guy sat there, and they were like really, really racist. They started forcing him biscuits in his mouth like that when he didn't want to eat them. My heart was bleeding for him. I was upset about it as well. So just this young Algerian kid. And they, do you want biscuits? He was like, no. And they were just like forcing him in his mouth, all crumbs. And it was like, whoa, I'm glad they like me. It's like, so my saving grace was like I was a cocky Welshman, Yeah, see, right. I don't think being cocky means anything. I just think that if you're not cocky and you're not outspoken, it means you're just sitting there keeping quiet about it all, is what I think.
Well, that's it. Silence is consent, man.
It is, man. It is. Yeah. So I'm only vocal about, I'm not, I try to think about what I'm saying. I'm like a wise man thinks about what he's saying before he says it, doesn't he? So, so I do try to think in this thing.
That's right.
Get it right. Is what
well, you've got to know how to answer questions. You've got to know how to ask questions rather than answer questions. The moment you answer questions, you're subordinate.
Yeah, well, how are you going to learn any more if you just feel like you know it all? Yeah, I'm learning every single day, new stuff. I'm like, that blows my mind on a daily basis, and I'm open to new ideas.
For me, the same, Martin.
Yeah. I'm not stuck in a box, me.
Santos, if you want to share your screen, and you have some good stuff, do it.
Cool, isn't it?
What have I got? I've got some beauties. All right, you want me to share my screen?
Okay. Yeah, sure. You can. You only have to. Lindsay, tell him in English, please.
Yeah, you've got it right. It's the share button down at the bottom with a plus sign.
I'm just gonna pull up my Google Doc because I want to show you something really funny.
Yes, that's fine.
This is gonna make you laugh. In fact, I'll send this to you as well. This whole document. This is all my proofs and all my stuff that I use against stubborn people who want to believe whatever they've been indoctrinated to believe.
Yeah, man. I tell you what was cool last night, Sans. I was watching the show and that guy phoned in.
Me too.
Yeah, and he's from Tehran, and then you put Tehran and put Ran out of the just pull that out of the ink, and I was like, yeah, of course it is.
It is. It's all Taurus, man.
I know, man. It's like, wow, yeah, of course.
Look at all.
Yesterday, you also told in your show, Santos, that your YouTube channel did make a friend of you with you.
Ooh. You got a new friend? What?
No. Mr. Astrologer, your YouTube channel. Yeah. You did make a few years ago, and it was an idea of a friend of you, Santos.
Oh yes, my friend.
Yeah.
He named it Mr. Astrotheology.
Yeah.
Because that's what he used to call me. So I didn't name it that.
and
not
now
young Philip Miles, is there?
Hey?
Do you know young Philip Miles, the British kid?
Yes.
Yeah, I had him on my show a few times. Oh, I love the kid. He's so smart. He's hard to believe for his years. It's really a joy. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just did a workshop last week, 2 weeks ago in Playa del Carmen, half an hour from here. He had all the good, a lot of great speakers there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him there. Yeah, I know. So that's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
All right, I'm still looking. I've got this big Google document. It's so full of stuff, but just wait till you see. You're gonna have a laugh.
Let your time.
I seen this morning this thing come up about the Japanese. They said they put this probe up that grabs broken satellites and chucks them out to 300 miles, so they basically don't endanger anything they're supposed to be orbiting. I was like, and they give you like a still CGI picture, like it's supposed to be a real thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
taking a photo.
Santos, if you're still looking for your document, would you mind if I play one of your songs that I found on your channel?
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a couple minutes long, but I'm just
Do
gonna
it, Lindsay. Do it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Cool. Lindsay the
Yeah,
flat smacker.
That's
Santos
funny.
played really good guitar. I love it.
Yeah, Spanish flamenco type guitar. I love
Yeah,
I listen to that anyway, you know, on my music. So that's lovely.
Okay.
Maybe
is it sharing now?
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Cool. We got it. Roll them up on you.
Very cool.
What? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, are you saying something to me? I can't hear.
No.
Oh, sorry. I hear someone shouting. Sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna let it play. Aww.
Very nice. Santos is falling in love with the guitar.
Yes.
Yeah.
So beautiful. Uh-oh. I've got something else going on here. Okay, pause that.
Everything is working fine, Lindsay.
Yes, so talented. Wow.
Thank you, man.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
All that underlayer in music coming from underneath as well. I was like, oh man.
Martin is in the chat. Maybe Santos can also write something in the chat later. And then I also give you the wrench.
Oh, right. Yeah.
No, we don't need wrenches around here because there's no trolls because they stay the F away like they should.
I don't actually like to use a blue wrench because then I'm going to like literally connect myself with something that's possibly a negative action. So I have nothing to do with them, even though I have one. I don't want to get involved. It's not my cameo.
It's the moderator.
Unless it's somebody really bad, like I had one a couple of weeks ago, said he was going to rape and murder my mother. I was like, good luck with that. She's 6 foot under. But, you know, yeah, you get really mad.
It's a bit much.
You do get a bit much, you know, you get a lot. I've been in it 7 years. You'd be surprised what kind of nasty stuff gets said to flat earthers. You'd be very surprised. Right, it all. Right.
Well, I had a guy.
Yeah,
I had a guy back in Australia who said, I know where you live, Santos, and I'm going to come to your place and rape you with your guitar.
I haven't had as bad as that. That is pretty bad, Santos.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
With your guitar, be specific. So I think you really like your music.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I've had death threats, many of them. I'm like, you know what? I'm out there all the time in conventions. You only got to come and see me.
Yeah, exactly. The cowards. They don't exist. They're not even. They're not even real.
They think I'm a give a shit to see, Santos,
Santos.
and I'm in the real world. I'm not. I'm really, you know, I'm not like not sort of person that if you was intelligent and sane to mess with, yeah, because I'm, you know, I can be a problem. I will be a problem.
Santos.
All right, here we go. I'm going to share my screen. I found it.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah. Cool.
Juicy Santos juice.
Yeah.
You ready for a good laugh?
Yeah, sure. But you have to click share the screen.
I did. Hang on. Your browser has blocked your screen. Click the icon in your address bar below.
Did you use Google Chrome Pro?
No, I'm on Firefox.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's the problem.
Just post the link in the side chat here. I can put it up. You know where you got the side chat here, our own private chat.
All right. All right.
Just put it there. I can
Yeah.
put it up.
And I hope we will go anywhere live again.
There you go. Pips. I'll do that now. Yeah.
What do you say, Santos?
Have a laugh at this, guys.
Yeah.
There you are, my old China. I will do this for you now.
Have you found
Ooh.
it?
There you go. Except, so we got, we puff that up a bit.
New scientist, solar system caught in an interstellar tempest.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
now, can any one of these scientists tell me where the fuck are we heading toward?
Well, they don't know, and it's accelerating. Oh, they don't know why it's accelerating into whatever it's accelerating into.
Well, they've got an arrow there, so we're going that way. That's the way we're going, guys. Follow the arrow.
All right.
Yeah.
What about the galaxies doing their cosmic dance in the future?
Oh shit, guys! We've got 45,000 years of this cosmic storm to sail through. What are we gonna do?
Wow.
I know. Oh my God.
Mercury is there. Isn't that our closest star? It's that big. Oh, we're in so much trouble.
Stay at home, guys. Stay at home.
Yeah.
Don't walk outside.
Don't go in the wood.
Oh, wait a second. We've also got first evidence that dinosaurs caught potentially fatal coughs on the side there.
That's what happened. They got a cold. All of them
Dinosaur
died.
hoax.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
Hold that up so the listeners, the viewers can read that because it's absolute
Sure. Yeah, they can read it.
bullshit.
It's
Pure
really-
bullshit.
Yeah, the solar system is traveling through much stormier skies than we had thought. It might be able to pop out a huge gas cloud. That gets me. Gas giants like Venus and Saturn is supposed to be like made of gas and just orbs of gas. Just drives me nuts.
Yeah.
I wish they'd stop it with that already. Apparently you can, apparently you can put Venus and balance it on a glass of water. Is that like because it is gas? Okay. Shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're not solid objects, Lindsay. No, they're made of gas. But apparently, it's gas that you can land on if you get.
but it's roughly defined by the heliosphere, a giant magnetic bubble blown by charged particles streaming from the sun. This bubble shields Earth. Ay. Giant magnetic bubble blown.
You need it from all of that interstellar galactic poo that's coming towards us at the light speed of light. Yeah. We got the Oort clouds that all around us to protect our solar system from anything further out. That's just by accident, and then you've got the inner circle of. They're just mad. Oh,
Sambo.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I've switched over to Google, so I'm going to try and share again.
Yeah.
cool.
So we.
Oh yes, got it.
Martin.
I stopped sharing.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to show you some funny stuff now.
Yeah.
Now, so you know that
have a little
arrow.
echo.
Can you see my screen?
No, you have to
Highlight the entire picture. in that box.
Santos, go in open StreamYard and click at the bottom share screen. and then I get the window and I give you a monitor free to the public.
Well, I've done all that.
I don't get any window. I'm sorry.
Did you open StreamYard again?
Yeah,
in Chrome?
I'm in Google Chrome, StreamYard. I switched straight over, and now I'm going to do it again. Like so, I click share screen, bang.
Okay.
Then I press share screen, and then it says entire screen.
Yes.
I click on that, and then it highlights the share button. I click that. Right. Chrome. Hang on. Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen. Follow these steps. Hang on.
Yeah. Let your time.
Hang on 1 second, gents. I will be right back.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So
give Rolly a kiss.
Platforms.
Yeah, and a flat
Rolly.
I've
seen him do flat thumbs last night.
Yeah, sure.
So cute.
Cool that you watched us, Matt.
Yeah, that's all I did watch last night. I didn't have much time. I was just, I had such a busy day yesterday. My head was hurting. Having to make decisions. Ugh.
Look who is also here, Martin. Whole music media.
I know India's there. Oh, hi, lovely India. Yes. my savior.
Hippie also is here.
Manager. I've been meeting Teresa. The end of the month, Teresa. That's to be seen you in Cardiff. Only a few people can have a party at my house because it's too small. So
I believe you.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a select few people. But I'm going to have a party.
Oh, party? What?
Yeah, man. Regular music, bit of skanking.
Yeah. Santos was also on a reggae party on last weekend.
Was there?
Yeah.
I got banging dubs on.
All right. I've fixed it. Here we go again. I fixed it.
Right.
Here we go again.
We will get it out, Santos, that you can share the screen. Share the scream.
Nah.
Fuck.
Here you go again on my own. Is that the one you're singing?
Yeah. Going down the only road
I've ever known. Oh, yeah. Classic rock track. Who's that?
Take your time, Santos.
Don't know. I don't know names of people. I only know
Foreigner, one of those.
I only know tunes. Or is it Boston?
No, it's Rainbow. That's Rainbow.
Is that a one-hit wonder?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, they were.
Oh, Santos is out.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
but it's
I think he will come in very soon.
He'll figure it out.
He was just messing around with his Google thing. Let me show you this. Look at this for insanity.
Yeah, sure.
Because they've gone nutty beyond belief. So yeah, they do stupid stuff like this now. Chinese, it was not the Japanese, but equally as stupid. I don't think I'm going to ever be allowed in any of these countries. Not that I plan to go there.
Santos,
anyway.
if you hear us, come back, brother.
Anyway.
You have the StreamYard link in Facebook, bro.
There you are. It was spotted because there was someone hanging around up there. Spotted, grabbing, throwing away an old satellite. Oh yeah, somebody spotted it. They were up there. Yeah. And they flicked it. It grabs it. It flicks it. Yeah, this is like technology, hardcore guys. To an orbit 300 kilometers away, where objects are less likely to hit any spacecraft. So that just wow, the profound stupidity.
Yeah, you are back, bro.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah.
I had to close Google. Let's see if it works now.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yo!
Yeah, Santos.
All right.
Woo!
So for all the listeners, if you want this document, it's very extensive. Look how much stuff I've got in here. I'll go really fast. Look at this.
Yeah, cool.
Ooh.
Right. I have seen Einstein.
Yeah.
Oh, the one with Einstein with the lady on.
Yeah.
I posted about that. Einstein is stone. They're just telling you, aren't they, with him?
Yeah.
There's hundreds of hours of stuff on here, man.
Juicy.
Hundreds.
Yeah, we see it, Santos.
And then I finished with real curvature.
That's cool.
Yeah, no.
And man.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I
seen
call
that one the
curves.
other day, Santos. That's brilliant, that one. I love
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
That's the only place I see curves.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. True, brother.
All right.
I still can see it. That's brilliant.
Yeah. All right. So this is what I think is funny, man. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but here we have the four movements of the Copernican revolution. So rotation on axis is 1,035 mile an hour, Mach 1.3.
Yeah.
Orbit around the sun, 66600 miles an hour, Mach 86. Oh my God! Now you know how far Mach 10 will burn up any metal known to man. Anything,
Yeah.
nothing will resist Mach 10. Anything around Mach 10, right? Now here we are orbiting around the sun at Mach 86. Now there's two more. Here we go. The sun is orbiting around the Milky Way galaxy at 550,000 miles an hour. Look
Yeah,
at
we
this.
know it's a joke.
Right? Now here's the punch. Here we go. Watch this, guys. Now, supposedly, this is our Milky Way galaxy orbiting the center of the universe, they tell us, right? How fast is that? 650 million miles an hour. Right.
Yeah,
So,
that's what you told me when I called you, Santos.
So next time you go and have a coffee with your friend for an hour and you chit chat about this, that, and the other, and then you dismiss your mate and you say, "Well, I've got to go at the top of the hour. Thanks for spending an hour with me." In that interim, you have been displaced from where you were when you started your coffee. 650 million miles away. You've now had a coffee and you've journeyed 650 million freaking miles every hour.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the only way to travel.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the parallax never changes.
Now, I say to intelligent people, but only to intelligent people who think they live on a globe, I say to them, look, if you were sitting at God's throne and God says, all right, I'm going to make you incarnate and I'm going to give you two options. I'm going to stick you on a sod of dirt wrapped in soft water, soft atmosphere with butterflies flying in it, flying at Mach 800. Here it is, 847,000 times the speed of sound. 847. I'm going to put you on a ball that's flying that fast. That's one option. The other option is I'll put you on a stable, horizontal, secure, stationary Earth. Where would you like to incarnate, sir?
Yeah, we know it.
Yeah.
I know where I chose. I made the right decision. I'm on a stationary, stable, for time.
Sure.
Forever and ever and ever. The Earth has not moved 1 millimeter since
Never.
the day it was constructed. And I made the right decision. So I'm not stupid. I'm intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that you use the word constructed too, by the way.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Because it didn't just shit out of nowhere. Nope.
You instinctively know you're not moving. Your soul tells you when you're connected to the ground that this thing is still. When you're connected to consciousness in this way, you just know none of that spinny stuff is just happening. You're just nuts. God.
Have a look at this one, man. In 2012, America occupied about a third. North America occupied about a third of the globe, and then in 2013, it shrinked to half the size. Now, I'd like to ask a question. Is that reflected in the Lands Title Office? Every American must be absolutely fucking pissed off because they lost half of their land. You know, imagine these people, people whose portfolio suggests that they own 700 acres of land. Now, in 1 year, they lost 350 acres of land. Wouldn't the whole of the United States be pissed off that their land shrunk and now that they're half as rich as they used to be?
Yes.
I don't see it reflected in any government offices or any records that have recorded this change of the mass of the US of A.
Strange that, isn't it?
The mass.
You never see it in any other perspective of the globe anyway. It's always a Mercator upright, North America up, South America down. You never see it this way or upside down or that way. Every single one, they're that way to match the map so people can identify it.
Well, of
Right,
course.
it's the brand.
It's the brand.
Well, of course, Martin.
That's
you know,
it.
I mean, all those spaceships, they know how to orient themselves north south in relation to.
You always got to make sure that Central America is like right in the center, and it's all.
Yeah, man, them aliens would be
Tilted just
bones if they was upside down, wouldn't they? They'd all land in like Patagonia.
But very cool, Santos, that you all saved it in one file, all the good shares.
Yeah, well, see, I've got a share button here. What I do is I press that. I put your email address in here.
Yeah.
And then I just send it to you. So anyone, just send me that's listening that wants this document. It's one of the best ones for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I could write a book like Eric Dubé has done with what I've got here. I'll send it to you as not an editor, of course, but as a viewer, and you can view the document. All right?
Yeah.
So, but have a look at this sphere now. If the moon were full, right, when the moon's full, the whole surface reflects. Supposedly, they say it reflects, which really proves that it doesn't, and it's self-illuminating. If it were reflecting, all you'd have is this little patch, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Matt, you have the P900 or the P1000?
There you go.
Oh, I haven't. No, I just got a Fuji fine click.
Okay.
It does. It's okay. It does the job.
Yeah.
Get right up on the moon with it anyway.
Yeah. And you can see the blue sky through the moon.
I got quite a few transparent moon pictures.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
The best moon photographer is Dave Marsh and LP Nick.
Yeah, I know Smashy. Yeah, brilliant work. Yeah.
Oh, have a look at this, guys. Oh,
what's
this is
this?
interesting. Oh, what do we got here? Let's have a look at this from Wikipedia. Pope Paul III. I wonder who that.
He looks friendly.
Pope Paul III was. Let me have a look now. Oh, there he is. Oh, Alessandro Farnese. Now, the Farneses have another name. It's called Castro. And there's another name called Trudeau.
No way.
Because Trudeau
water.
It's his son. Yeah.
Fidel Castro's son, of course.
Yeah.
Tucker Carlson just released that last week on Fox. He released
what?
it. Yeah, Tucker Carlson just released that Justin Trudeau is the son of the degenerate dictator Fidel Castro.
Wow.
I didn't know it was out. Wow.
So we've already known that for years. I've known that for 10 years. Now look at this, right? Who are the Farnese family? Oh, well, they are the family who, incidentally, together with the Borgia family, the family who funded the Crusades to conquer the Americas, the Farnese and the Borgia family are the two spearheading families that created our friends the Jesuits. And that was in 1539, and then 3 years later the Jesuit Copernicus comes out with his book, and look what it says here on the third paragraph. When you go to Pope Paul III in Wikipedia, you scroll down to the third paragraph and you see Copernicus is there, and it says Paul III was a significant patron of artists, including Michelangelo. And it is to him that Nicholas Copernicus dedicated his heliocentric crock of shit.
Wow.
Very
Mind
cool.
blown.
Wow, dedicated to him, eh?
Yeah, this guy here is what you call a CUNT.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks
I
like a
think it's pronounced
Freemason.
Klunt.
Fluent in Welsh.
That's what he
Lindsay,
is.
right.
He's the
Flunt.
letter
Yeah.
C and all the other words. Here's,
Yeah.
man. Take a good look at this criminal. This is when globalism, global warming, global agenda, global
Yeah.
economy, global lockdown, global community, global governance, global religion. That's who our enemies are, the globalists.
Global healing.
And then enter Loyola as first Jesuit, I guess.
Well, this guy here funded Loyola. He was
a
best.
Basque, wasn't he? He was from Basque territory. So
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Chicago's a huge Loyola town.
yeah, I heard that in the past.
And DePaul. Yeah.
I keep seeing like Loyola
Columbia.
quotes on Instagram. Sometimes people put them up. Loyola quotes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
experiments. Ooh.
these are all the experiments I've catalogued. George Airy, James Bradley, Michael Morley, all of the
Aries. Yeah.
Yep. And how about this one, right? Let's have a look at this. So people say, "Oh yes, but the sun is circular, therefore it's a ball." Well, no, it's not. It's a hexagon.
Never.
Hexagon. I know. No, it's juicy that. You know. Oh, let's have a look.
Have a look at this, guys. I'll go forward.
I know this video. Yeah.
Yeah.
The sun is hexagonal.
Yeah, but not when you watch it with the Nikon B1000 and the sun filter, Santos.
Yeah, I know, but what is the
But it's the basis.
I think the moon and the sun are plasma.
Looks geometric to me. It looks beautifully geometric, like it's bursting out of the ether geometric.
Yeah.
Remember the hexagon is everywhere. It's in your DNA. It's in all the. In fact, what this guy is saying is that it's probably not the sun that's hexagonal, but there's a hexagonal network in the firmament. It's all hexagonal.
Yeah, I get you.
And so as the sun glides across here, projected in the atmosphere, then it shows this hexagonal form behind it, which
that makes perfect sense. You know, when it comes through the ether, the way geometry is anyway, that's how we would perceive it. So I get that. So it looks like a picture of a star as well, don't it? What, when you draw a childish picture of a star.
Yeah, the Star of David, man.
Yeah. Or even the Maltese cross, or the Maltese star, or the royals have. Looks like that.
There it is. I mean, he's done this over many, many days with proper filters, proper good camera. This guy's pretty credible. I mean, I don't know whether you can bank your money on this, but there's something hexagonal going on there, right? Okay.
Santos, brother.
Yeah.
Please, I will show a video of a sun video I made without any sound, and then you will share your screen again, okay?
Okay. Have a look at this. Have a look at this one, guys. See these scientists?
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of your Austrians.
I have the book.
Right. 100 prestigious Austrian and German scientists contributed to a book entitled 100
Autoren gegen Einstein. Ich habe das Buch. I have the book, Santos.
In other words, they were saying, get rid of this degenerate demon. He is fucking up science in the whole world. Wow. He needs to go.
I bet Victor Schauberger was on that list.
Yep.
Pseudo-mysticism, abstraction. Oh, wow, that is fantastic. Oh, here we go. Quantum mechanic pack.
The rat pack.
Interpretation.
There they are, man. These are the quantum mechanics.
I can see Bohr there. I can see Heisenberg. The guy at the back, the tall guy there on the far left-hand side. That's the guy who went up in the balloon. Picard is the one at the back aisle. Right.
Where? Which one?
Back aisle, him. Yes, that's Picard.
Yes, that's him, Picard.
So they're all there. All of them. They're all there. It's crazy.
Wow.
Here's the book. 100 Autoren gegen Einstein. Can you see it, Matt?
Yeah, yes, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's too many liars for one picture. That is wow.
Yeah.
I wonder whether this guy has compromised. What is he doing with Lemaitre, the Big Bang liar?
Yeah, the guy who brought. Yeah, well, he's a Jesuit priest anyway, isn't he? So
exactly.
This just tells you.
And I don't know about you, but when someone looks like a retard, I think they are a retard.
Check on his
I think this guy looks retarded.
It's so bad.
He's not pulling off the crop top this season.
He looks like a girl, Santos.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Oh, Copernicus. Oh, my word.
Well, here he said, the hypothesis of the movement of the Earth is only one which is useful to explain certain phenomena, but it should not be considered as absolute truth. You fucking
wow. Tell the world that. Tell the world that, Santos.
Screenshot.
Screenshot. Tell all world believers. Look, it's not real. It's abstract weirdness.
Oh, and look what happens when you go to the real etymology of the word planet. Flat, to spread, on the notion of spread out.
You can make
French plate to place. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. And Italian, isn't it planeta as well?
Planeta, which means plane. In Spanish, it's planeta, which is plano, which means plane.
Terra plana.
Tierra plana, exactly. Flat Earth.
Yes.
What do you say in German? It's flat Earth, isn't it?
Flache Erde.
Yeah, flache Erde. I can never say it.
Flache Erde.
And here we have the good old book, which is my favorite book, the Bible, because I know how to read it. It's not a literal book. It's a literary book of poems of spiritual science. And look at all these scriptures. Chronicles, he has fixed the earth firm, immovable. Psalms 93, he has fixed the earth immovable and firm. Psalm 96, he has fixed the earth firm, immovable. I mean, we get the point.
Yeah, man. The Quran's the same. That's a flat earth book. I pulled a taxi driver on flat earth and he showed me the Quran. He started reading it out. And it was out a flat carpet. You know, it's just like, wow, you know. He's like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people where you know, we make that connection and they're like, oh yeah. You know, and they say less, but they just know.
They know. It's only this Western theology that's pushed it. I think, you know, my friend, I got a friend in Thailand and his wife brought up in Thailand, and you know, it's like it was a natural given to her. The earth was flat. You know, they didn't really push globes on him. You know where she comes from. So just this Western theology, isn't it? Pushy with it.
Now I've got a PowerPoint presentation. Since we mentioned the Quran, I want to show you what some friend of mine sent to me. Look at this. This is the Quran, right? I'm just going to leave this for the viewers. Here we go. 15:19. And the earth we have spread out and set thereon mountains firm and immovable, and produce therein all kinds of things in due balance. He has made the earth like a carpet spread out.
That's what I read. That's what you read to me. Yeah. Fantastic.
Look at all these scriptures. I'll leave them here. And then there's this one,
down water from
the firmament in the Quran. Have a look at this. The firmament. Look at this. So we completed them as 7 firmaments. I've always been saying this.
7. Right? I know. 7 layers. I know. They know.
All right. Have a listen to this one. Right now. I think I've got the correct order that science has given us of all the 7 spheres. Now, the first sphere is the troposphere. The second one is the stratosphere. Then the ozone layer. Then the mesosphere. Then the ionosphere. Then the thermosphere. Then the exosphere. There are 7.
Yeah.
Now,
that's right. Yeah, you got it.
Now, guess what? They all relate to the 7 planets, so-called planets, starting from the moon and ending with Saturn. Let me explain.
You mean wandering stars?
Yeah. So the troposphere is actually the sphere, the electromagnetic sphere that the moon generates. The stratosphere is Mercury. The ozone layer, well, ozo is another way of saying Venus, Isis, ozone. Meso, well, we all know that means the middle, and the sun is in the middle of the seven. Now, how about this? The next one's is Mars, and what we call that? Ionosphere. Well, Mars rules iron.
Iron, yeah.
And then Jupiter, we know that Jupiter is hot. Well, that's the thermosphere. And we know that Saturn is way, way out there, and that's the exo, out of everything sphere. So the seven spheres actually agree with the seven orders of the seven planets by name. By name.
Just tells you.
Yep.
It's crazy. With Saturn, it's a giveaway because it's the highest step and it does the tightest circle. It just shows you that it must be reducing as it goes up the dome. It just must be, rather than completely flat.
Exactly. And look at this, guys, in the Bible, in 2 Samuel, there it is, flat earth.
Oh my God.
Yeah, very cool. This page is very cool, Santos.
What? I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I know this page.
Here's John Calvin. We will see some who are so deranged, not only in religion, but who in all things reveal their monstrous nature, that they will say that the sun does not move, and that it is the earth which shifts and turns. He's talking about Copernicus, his contemporary, of course.
Yeah.
When we see such minds, we must indeed confess that the devil possesses them, and that God sets them before us as mirrors in order to keep us in his fear. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Here's George Orwell. It will be seen that my reasonings for thinking that the earth is round are rather precarious ones. It does not rest on reasoning or on experiment, but on authority. And how can it be otherwise when the range of knowledge is so vast that the expert himself is an ignoramus as soon as he strays away from his own speciality? Mm-hmm. Most people, if asked to prove that the earth is round, would not even bother to produce the rather weak arguments I have outlined above. They would start off by saying that everyone knows the earth to be round, and if pressured further, they would become angry, and in a way, sure is right. This is a credulous age, and the burden of knowledge which we now have to carry is partly responsible. Martin Luther, well, he says this dickhead called Copernicus is just that, is a dickhead, and he's trying to change God's order of natural things by making the earth move. What a effing retard. Basically, that's what he did.
And Martin Luther actually stated that, did he?
Yeah. Well, let me see if I can make this bigger so you can actually...
Probably called him a dummkopf.
Yeah, Luther also was Freemason.
He was, but you have to understand, man, not all Freemasons agree. Not all Freemasons work for the same agenda.
Agreed with that. Yeah, agreed with
that. All right, there it is. That's what he said. I basically paraphrased him and made him.
Excuse me.
I'll leave that up there.
Matt, no problem.
All right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Do it.
Let me show you some other delicious things.
It's very, very juicy.
Yeah. And there's the quote in clear writing. What that says there is repeated here. Okay. One of my favorite. This guy to me is the god of syncretism. This guy is the most amazing mind that has ever been blessed with.
Is amazing.
Ever. The number one modern day superstar truther that ever existed. It says here, mankind take it for granted nowadays that the sun is fixed in the middle of the planets, and these planets revolve around it. In the near future, it will be realized that the school of Copernicus, the Jesuit, and Kepler is very convenient, but as an explanation of the macrocosm, it is not the truth.
Yeah, Santos, this is it.
Here we have William Blake making a mockery of the globetards. The guests are scattered through the land, for the eye altering alters all. The senses roll themselves in fear, and the flat earth becomes
Wow.
So he's saying all the dunces with their stupid trusting in their ball eyes, they've made the flat earth become a ball. Thank you, William Blake.
Yeah, killed it. He did. Paradise Lost, man. It's fucking stuff.
Really cool, Santos.
I wonder what other clues are in there too.
Yeah, this is a ball killer.
Have a look at this one, guys. There's Mauritius over here, and there's Reunion 150 miles away. And look at this level. Shouldn't this curve down over here? Like
Sure.
Right here. And then and what is this island? This is 200 miles of photography that we're looking at. What is it doing all flat?
Yeah, we know.
Oh, that's because of refraction, and that's because someone farted in the air, and the fart made everything straight. That's how it works. It's the cows are farting, and so we can't see properly now.
Unicorn farts.
Yeah.
Yep. Pixie dust and unicorn farts.
No, pixie bum squeaks.
So this is what people are seeing when they're saying that it's disappearing over the horizon.
I was years in the Merchant Navy. I know how this shit goes down. This was my main thing that drove me to Flat Earth, man. I was like just remembering, how far I was seeing things out. Volcanic islands. Like I would pull the captain and say, we're a day out now. How come I'm still seeing it? How much have we covered? We should be way away from this by now, but there it still is. And they used to just roll their eyes and just not take any notice because I thought that they might already know, if you say that. They were using plain trigonometry in the wheelhouse for plotting charts over spherical because he said it was more accurate. I was like,
it's more accurate. Oh, man.
Yeah, but only when in Flat Earth, I was like, well, yeah, they were using, plain trigonometry over spherical because it's flat. It's like, yeah, they knew. Yeah, so
this is the picture. This is the picture I show people, and I say, things. Can you see the horizon behind the boat?
And black swan in it. Black swan in it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So remember, of course, we all know the cockhead called Brian Cox is named appropriately.
No, I don't call him that. I have a special name for him for when I bump into him, which I will because I have planned it for my Brian.
Don't give him the satisfaction.
No, it's happened before. People have taken the piss out of flat earthers on British television. A famous comedian, and I was like, sitting there, I was like, right, that's your ass. Wait until I.
Yeah, they've got their tired ass one-liners that.
He walked straight into me outside Cardiff Castle. I thought, well, there you go. How it works out, and I pulled him. God, he looks scared. So I had to leave him. Famous person, and that. I think he will think twice about slagging off flat earthers for a joke, though. I can find that really offensive, especially on British television.
Not nice.
Hey, am I still sharing?
Yeah, it's all going cascades.
It looks really cool, Santos.
There you are still sharing. Yeah, it's Himalayas. Okay.
Yeah. How about this, eh?
Wow.
Yeah. Very cool.
For the first time in 30 years, because of not much
pollution.
Yeah, they're able to see this. They weren't able to see for 30 years, man. And that should be like down here, right?
Yeah, 270 miles. No, 170 miles. How much is that curve you're talking?
That's about 7,000.
Yeah, thousands and thousands of feet. Yeah, exactly. So, wow.
Same ball.
No words needed for the C words.
Exactly the
Santos.
same with the Rona. Yeah.
Isn't it funny that they chose a ball shape again to delude humanity?
Yeah.
These are balls, and the people
Take
behind it
care.
all, have got no balls.
And it's all
Yeah.
balls.
We know, Santos, we know.
Watery balls. Watery spinning balls. Oh, infrared photos of Earth. Quink dinky.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I like this guy. Have you guys seen this guy?
Yeah, I know this.
Who, Tolly?
Yep.
Yeah, he's in the next level, isn't he? So that's really cool. Yeah, man, I followed him years. I literally love his work.
Oh, here, the CGA.
Smashes it.
Cat on.
Now, you know what? I get people saying, oh, Santos, this has already been debunked. Wait a minute. Can you see like 200 or 300 miles of Mississippi River going up like a ramp? It's going up. It's going up.
Well, no, that's perspective.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's the law of perspective.
Yeah, no, that tells me that it's flat, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to see it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't see any of these bits here, let alone Canada way back here.
Exactly.
What always.
Look at them oh, sorry.
No,
yeah, I was noticing in chemtrails this morning.
They
were completely flat. Now, if they were traveling like at a certain height, constant over some sort of ball, you would be able to see it in the chemtrails, but it's always flat.
Look at that, man.
Wow.
Yeah, what I would
it's like
say.
A city.
That's what they always
and
go
now,
to the ground.
And now you can't see anything. You can't see those 300 or 400 miles of Mississippi River.
See the grid.
Never.
Right? And so people don't think, oh, it's been debunked. Bullshit. Look with your own eyes, you dipshit.
Wow, you can see stuff way off in the back there.
That's incredible distance.
I hear Rolly.
Rolly is in the house.
Hi, Rolly.
He can't hear you.
Wow, that is super good.
Yeah.
There you go.
Beautiful. Wow, beautiful. So where are all the pilots at?
Well, you know, there's a documentary coming out soon that's gonna involve a lot of engineers, astronauts, pilots, and they're coming out with it.
Do you mean Flatten the Curve?
Yeah, the new one with the pilots. You know that one?
Yeah, Vic Travis make it. I can send you the trailer. He's also a friend of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also in our FVP chat, Matt.
That's going to shut the mouths a lot of these morons who laugh at the truth, laugh at it as if the truth means nothing. Imbeciles, traitors to truth and humanity, traitors to themselves, fools, idiots. The world is full of idiots, man.
Well, they ain't going to get away with a goddamn thing, Santos. Let them think they can, but they won't.
They will not.
No.
Coming out.
Well, this is interesting. So NASA in Hebrew means to deceive.
Yeah, that's
greatly deceived, beguiled, utterly forgot. Utterly forgot? Oh, well, you globetards. Guess what? You've utterly forgotten because you believe in NASA's BS.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely.
Another one is Tavi. Tavi in Hebrew is devils, like in Tavistock, devil stock.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
And this logo is everywhere. This general shape.
Yeah.
What
also Walt Disney.
The Vector. They're using Star Trek.
Yeah.
That's the old lizard.
Oh,
yeah.
Hello, Mr. Masonic astronaut.
Yeah.
Okay, so isn't he just saying "I love you" to like a fan on the other side? Like,
no, that packs a power. Even if anyone does that to me, they're going to be in trouble because that packs a punch. Even doing that, and when you get 60,000 people all doing it, it packs a punch. That is an evil thing to do.
But they say in sign language.
Yeah,
what's the deal with sign language?
Santos,
that's a good question.
Why they make always the 666 sign with the fingers?
Mark of the Beast, 666.
Yeah, and this. Yeah, I know this, Matt. but
they've replaced our postal service, right? Basically, Royal Mail's no longer existing. It's just
but
another
there
one
are
of those.
also some mantras in yoga. Santos, is it right?
Yeah.
Oh, mudras.
Mudras.
Oh, yeah, of course. But you see, but even though these are mudras, they're only half of the mudras. You have to join both hands with the same shape to make the mudra. You can't just do a mudra with one hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Both hands have to be joined, or both hands have to be doing the same thing. But these guys, they're not like, you know, guru.
Yeah. We know they are actors.
They're laughing. Look at this guy with his tongue.
It's supposed to be in the Hornet, isn't it? Where they're supposed to be doing decompression, talking to Nixon.
Oh, here.
Oh, he's insane.
Now,
he's just in the movie awards, the BAFTAs, him and Neil deGrasse Tyson. So why are they in the movie awards, BAFTA awards?
Yeah.
You know, for TV.
They are actors.
Look at his face though. He doesn't look too happy with himself. Look at how he's just.
Yeah, he looks
his
mangled.
countenance.
Yeah, something wrong with him, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you what. There's one good thing that this guy provides. He provides a universal, worldwide contraceptive mechanism. You look at his face, and you will never, ever want to have sex with a human being.
Yeah, man, it's worse than cornflakes. I agreed.
You will never want to touch a woman again.
Oh, man.
Or if you're gay, you will never want to touch a man.
Minus
again.
10 gay points. Just get him off already. I can't even look at it.
Sex is over. Sex is over. It's finished.
And what does he say? The Earth is an enclosed system. You can't leave it.
Oh,
right?
he did, yeah.
Like I can never have sex ever again now because I know what Bill Nye looks like.
I want those 5 seconds of my life back, damn it.
At this moment, let's all take pity on poor poor Tom Pettet, who's Don Pettet, who's completely demented. Okay, let's take pity on him. He managed to lose.
He goes home and looks up. He looks in the mirror. He says, "You're doing fine, Don."
I don't know why they let him on the telly. He keeps putting his foot in it. Oh, it's deliberate. Anyway.
Oh yeah, they're gonna crash this. They're gonna crash the ISS into the ocean, right?
Yeah, and NASA is the most. They bite the most helium in the world.
Yeah, they got all of it since time began. I think since I remember in the flat Earth. Yeah. They ain't got my oxygen though. My oxygen supply is good and sorted. Okay.
Wait, they bring you in, Matt.
Oh.
How much is it, Matt?
Well, it's air drugs, and it's a damn sight cheaper than crack cocaine. So, and it lasts a long time more as well. So, but it's quite nice. It's about 20 quid, £20 for a bottle, and it's how many liters? 22 liters of air in there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I could do like literally James Bond fighting sharks in a pool and kick the shark in the face, like James Bond, with one of them in my mouth.
You got your bat shark oxygen.
My son's bought a complete radioactive protection suit. Okay, we haven't got the mask. We have got some like gas masks, World War II and stuff.
Yeah,
but we're gonna the whole thing. Yeah, the whole Chernobyl gear.
Oh, bye,
very
Kappa.
cool.
Kappa's going.
Yeah, I've seen. Okay, goodbye, ciao.
Kapaloshic. I have nipped back and forth to chat, saying hello to everybody.
Flat smack your neighbors. Flat smack your mama.
My mother was a flat earther.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, she thought it was the stupidest thing ever. That after listening to Flat Earth for a couple of years, she was like, "Oh my god, I can't even believe I believed in that. It's the stupidest thing ever." It's like, yeah, I know. It's cartoons. It's cartoons. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mother too. My mother worked it out. She's intelligent. My mother's she understands all the syncretism I've ever taught her. And as soon as I explained to her about the flat Earth, she got it. She said, "Yeah, of course."
Yeah.
Makes sense.
My mother listens to endless hangouts talking about it, and she's like, she's like, these people are like, rational thinking people, and they really do, got an iron conviction that this is the case. And she really started to think about it, and it's like, yeah. After a while, it was a given with her. She got it completely, which was cool. At least she never died thinking it was a bull. Oh, I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, if you use a compass, you also have it hold flat on a pole.
Yes. Still gonna be pointing towards the center.
What's this? This is our 60s thing, isn't it? This with the elephant.
Yeah, there's the comedian. What's his name? Woody Allen, is it?
Yeah, where?
And this is how cheeky Hollywood.
The world is flat, boss.
Wow. Even then.
You know, they stick
That's
it.
brazen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This you make. This you showed on your flat Earth presentation.
Yeah, double torus with a nice little plane between it.
Plane of inertia, which is the planet of Eartha. The plane of inertia goes right through here. By the way, let me show you something really interesting, guys. This is Stan Tenen, Dance of the Hebrew Alphabet, Part 1. This is for your listeners, all right? Guys, watch this guy. He's a Hebrew scholar, and he explains. Let's have a listen to this.
Drawn these lines, which represent the edges of a particular kind of knot, which we'll get into later in the tape if we have time, or on a supplementary tape. What you realize is that this can be very much like a kind of bowling ball, where if you could put your thumb down into the middle, you could grasp between each of these edges. And it would look, if I can display it for the camera, just like a hand. Remember, my thumb is going into the middle, and what I'm saying is that each of these regions, from here to here, would be a hand. And of course, there'd be three hands as I go around. I'll show it to you from here. There's three hand-shaped sections. And so there'd be 4 fingers in each one, the thumb in the middle. There'd be 12 fingers around the perimeter. And thus you have 12 tribes around the seed center, the star, the tabernacle, if you'd like. In other traditions, there are 12 apostles, there are 12 knights around the round table, there are 12 imams of Shia Islam, there are 12 houses to the zodiac. There are a whole number of 12 around 1 forms. And in the middle, of course, if we were to open it, this disc, I don't know if you can see this very well, but the disc is the flat Earth. This is where, I'll put it inside, maybe you can see the hand in there. You put the hand inside, this disc becomes the Earth. There's the sun. This is the heavens, the dome. And what we've got in our model, again.
So what's he showing? He's showing an apple, guys. And why do we call it the Big Apple? Because the torus field is in the shape of an apple. It's Adam's apple. It's the apple that Eve ate. It's the apple that Sleeping Beauty ate. The apple of incarnation. The apple is the fruit which designates or mostly symbolizes the torus field. And he just showed you what the Hebrew scholars think. The flat Earth is in the middle, intersecting. It's the plane of inertia. Period.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Yeah, that's it. They just nailed it.
Yeah.
So there it is. Dance of the Hebrew alphabet. That's for all the clever people who want to, really advance their intelligence. And there it is, guys. This is what we're living in. It's clear that everything is in the waters. It's all in water.
But I think the firmament is also flat, Santos.
Well, this is the thing. There's the vault of heaven and there's the firmament of heaven. I believe that this is what we call this is the vault. But the firmament, yes, it is flat.
Yeah.
It is. I believe it is. But it's flat. It runs from here to here flat. The firmament is another thing altogether to the vault. Now, I learned this from a guy of the 6th century who wrote a book about the flat Christian earth. This is 1400 years ago. This guy came out and wrote a book called The Flat Christian Cosmology, because those days there was no talk about balls at all. And he explained that there is a vault above the firmament, or whatever. But there's two actual things that we're looking at. In fact,
sure. That's the law of perspective.
But you can tell that it does curve down, because here in Encyclopedia Britannica or Americana in 1958, it actually says that the edge of the firmament is actually only 13,000 feet high. So we know that it does curve down. It has to at Antarctica. Have a listen to this.
Yeah, this was Operation Fishbowl.
Maps that were here on Earth before 1958, before the governments took them out. And I'm going to show you the Encyclopedia Britannicas in the public libraries before 1958. Here's volume 2 out of the alphabet A. And we're going to flip to the Antarctica, and this is from 1958, as you can see. Now, we're going to flip to the Antarctica and see what the Encyclopedia Britannica from 1958, before the Antarctic Treaty, says is there. Now, you won't find this in the new encyclopedias because the government's banned them. But what I want you to notice right here is, notice how it says the flights proved inland areas to be featureless in character, with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south longitude.
So that's only 80 degrees south. There's supposed to be 90, right? All up. Well, that's interesting. How do we get to, you know how people say, oh yes, but what about the star trails in the south? Oh, blah 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 blah.
Right, star trails come up at the beginning, but go on.
Well, here it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
right.
we know,
Right.
we know.
Try to put that into words. You need to do. Yeah, I know.
People don't understand that what's in the heavens is mostly an optical illusion. Think about the rainbow. Is the rainbow that you're seeing, is it there? Is it physically there? No, it's not.
I thought it was a full circle.
It's a projection, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not that you can't go and grab it and put it in your pocket.
No, you could get to where it's a field away. I've literally looks like I could have got to it, but the closer you get, the further away it gets. It's just not
like
there.
in Santos.
Yeah.
Exactly. God placed a glass-like dome over the world that cannot be penetrated. And these are all the scriptures. The flat earth sets upon, etc., etc. There it is.
This is a good one. This is a good one, Santos.
This is in the Bible, guys.
Yeah. We know. Did you know the Bible brings me to flat earth?
Oh, yeah. Me too. Me too.
Yeah, cool, Santos, cool.
The apple. Did you say?
He said the
Bible. The Bible.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, man.
Oh, look at this. That's what I used in my book, an image of this.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a beauty. Yeah,
this is the only form that the universe knows how to make.
Yeah, look, they've designed some of the buildings on the same structure for angels, microcosm, macrocosm. This is how the whole thing works. It just gets, like you say, with Russian dolls, smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. But look at that.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep. And then there's always this other reciprocating processional energy field that is turning in the other direction anyway. So, you know, how can we, from our perspective, explain how, you know, the southern stars seem to turn in the opposite direction? Exactly. Well, we need to understand electromagnetic fields for a start.
And they're completely weird, especially with declination and everything. It's just, wow. That's nice.
Yeah. Here's the Hindu system. There's Brahmandala. There's the North Pole. The stars and the sun and the moon going around over the top, clearly. And then there's the 7 hellish planes below. And then there's all of these 17 or 16 heavenly realms, you know, above. And here is what they have called a soft sun. So there's another realm up here as well. This This is real stuff, man. This is real science. People look at this and think, oh, that's a nice cartoon. Weren't they funny the way they invented these cosmologies? They didn't invent them. They knew them.
Yeah, we know it's electromagnetic.
That's Norse then, is it?
There's Asgard. There's the Midgard. It's a tree. It's
yeah.
God of Eden, and it's
Axis
called
Mundi, Montmeru.
Yeah.
Now get this, in Spanish, a tree is called arbol, bol, right? Arbol.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
der Baum des Lebens.
Yep. Well, see this hourglass in here?
Yeah.
It's called a hyperbola.
Yes.
Hyperbola.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the tree in the center of the Garden of Eden. The hyperbola, the arbol.
Rupes nigra, also on the Mercator map.
See how a tree is a torus field?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And the seed is in the trunk. There is the human being. That's how everything works, man. There's no other pattern. There's no other form. There it is, the torus field, the soul of the individual. That's the soul, 7-colored soul.
I'm always trying to put basically violet lights and trying to, basically charge up my crown chakra, which is
Yep.
Purple. So that's my mood light for most of the time. Yeah.
Admiral Bird.
Here's me. I'm in the Yucatan in Quintana. I'm in Quintana Roo, which is Mayan, 100%. And this is what they said: the Maya thought the Earth was the center of all creation, and that it existed on a flat plane instead of a sphere spinning through space. The Earth extended into infinity on this endless plane, with layers below making up the underworld and layers above making up the heavens. There you go.
Sweet.
Very cool. Yeah, flat map.
Yeah. There's our Freemason Admiral Byrd there with the real map of the Earth behind him, sticking it under your nose. And of course, Globetards will say, oh, yeah, but that's only a stereographic projection of the globe. You flat earthers are so stupid that you can't see. No. These guys, they are smiling for a reason, man. They're hiding. Why would they even put that behind there? What? He went to Antarctica. Where's Antarctica? Why don't they show Antarctica?
It's not on there. No. No, they know exactly what they're doing.
Santos, why you believe that Admiral Byrd was Freemasonic?
Say again.
Was he an admiral?
Why do you
I don't think you're an admiral without being a high up Freemason. That's one of the highest posts in civilization. That was off the prisoner then, wasn't it, Santos?
Okay.
Yeah. Yep, it was. There's the wall, man.
Yeah, we know.
There's
The Prisoner? You mean the show?
Yeah, the prisoner, yeah.
Antarctic Circle.
50,000 miles around. Well, Captain Cook said it was 67,000.
Indeed.
There you go. Captain Cook went out to navigate the 7 seas and find the end of the world. He sailed for 60,000 miles, never finding the end of the wall.
Yeah, that's true. 111,000 kilometers.
Here's one for you, Manny, in Germany there, the Reichstag Dome.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen this.
There it is, the dome, and then there's the vortex at the North Pole.
Yeah.
In your face. Wow, upside down pyramids, everything. Oh, that's just nuts.
I've never seen this, Sambo.
Yep, this is the Reichstag.
Yeah.
In Berlin.
I live in Austria, and Germany is a different country.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Look at here. What are they showing you?
Walt Disney.
Yeah, they suck.
How can that happen if we're moving at 650 million miles an hour?
Yeah.
The best proof are the star signs, because they never changed over thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
Have a read of that, guys. I'll be back in a minute. I've got someone at the door.
Yeah.
Heard that.
I'll read it. Sea level, salt flats, skyline, horizon, plane, airplane. A compass works flat and only points north. A gyroscope works flat. A level works flat and only at the top of a surface because of density. Kansas has over 400 miles of flatness, flatter than a pancake. Lighthouses only work on a flat surface because light does not bend. Pilots don't compensate curvature and fly out of space because there is no curvature. Nikola Tesla disproved gravity. Gravity just comes from the word gravitas, which means to fall. Many rivers flow north in the North Hemisphere, like the Nile. Water always finds its level and won't work against their supposed theories and phenomenons. The North Star never moves, even though you are spinning 500 miles and rotating around the sun 93 million miles away from it on opposite sides. You would eventually lose sight of it. Alaska would never receive long times of darkness on a ball. Gas cannot exist in a vacuum. Space is considered a vacuum, which equals the sun. What? Sunsets and sunrises wouldn't reach your feet very early in the day or night if you lived on a ball because light does not bend once again. A radar does not work on a ball as they have picked up things over 200 nautical miles. You've never felt a movement. The sun and moon appear to be the same size because they are. The moon goes invisible at times. It states this in every religious text, music, the Star-Spangled Banner. We've all been lied to. I call myself stupid every day. We aren't monkeys flying through space on a ball. There is a creator and you are special. You don't live on a ball. Have a blessed day. God bless. God bless.
Wow, you're good at that reading, Lark, aren't you?
Yeah. Lindsay, someone said you are a great, you have such a great voice.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah. We always told you so, Martin and I.
Told you, Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you.
killer reading, killer focus. See me, if I'm trying to read this now, I'll start just my mind will just wander off thinking about something completely different.
Yeah.
Well,
Me too.
Do you?
Yeah, that's good.
Trying to regain focus. I know it's not easy,
Yeah.
especially in public.
Hey, Martin.
Yeah, man.
No. We will wait. We will wait for some.
I'm
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
Cool.
brother.
Lindsay just killed it reading that. Smashed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I've got Stan Tenen in here. That's the video I showed you about the apple.
Fair enough.
Moon landing hooks.
Now here's a funny one. All of these rockets actually landed on these. Where were the telescopes?
Yeah.
We had telescopes powerful enough to hone in on a rock. Where were the telescopes filming the actual landings?
Yeah, and why we never see satellites fly over when we go out with the Nikon B1000.
Exactly.
Was the moon out that night? Was it a full moon? Should we have all been able to?
The moon was in Libra when they first. It was the sun was in Cancer and the moon was in Libra, so it was a quarter moon. But the illumination of where they landed, it was illuminated supposedly where they landed. It was just barely quarter moon, and they landed on the luminous side. We should have been able to watch that with telescopes. Period. No argument.
Maybe if the Hubble space telescope was a thing, they could mag up on the surface, and so are some of these landing sites.
Exactly.
Spotting things like years, millions of years in the past. It's given us pictures of, apparently, like complete insanity. Can I show you something? A minute.
Yeah, man, go ahead, please. Oh, look at this. Hey, guys, this is Australia. 800 kilometers. No, sorry. 800 kilometers times 400 kilometers. The Nullarbor Plains. You see that stretch of land? It's 100% flat. Look at it here. Look at that.
Man. That's lush.
Zero curvature. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
That's a whopping big shot as well, isn't it? Covering a lot of area.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Sweet.
And this shows the perspective. This shows all these ships. They're all going up, 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 up. They're not going down, 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 down. So curvature is a crock of BS.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. What's this periscope doing sighting a ship 100 miles away? That's 6,666 feet where it should be below the water. Hello, if it's even only 6 miles away, that ship shouldn't be seen. There we go. Neil disgrace Tyson.
Yeah, the dropping mic.
I seen somebody drop the mic only last week on some sort of big talk. Somebody dropped it. They keep just dropping the mic like if it's a symbol or a dig towards flat Earth. It's like a thing that's been come with them. Yeah.
True, Matt.
Dropping the mic thing.
Hey guys, I gotta be wrapping things up here. So
okay, Lindsay.
Yeah, me too. At the bottom of the hour, I've got to go. So another 10 minutes for me.
okay. It's been a pleasure. So gotta get on with it. But yay! So glad this went down. And
we love you, Lindsay.
We love you, Lindsay.
Much love. And
we will do this again, okay?
Indeed.
For you, okay, Santos?
Okay. Bye. Have a good
Thanks,
day.
guys.
And you, thumbs, Lindsay. Love you. Bye.
Ciao, Lindsay.
Oh, God, love her. Oh,
Yeah, she's
beautiful.
Really sweet.
I know. Oh, fills your heart with happiness.
Santos, you are with 2 streams in?
Oh, no.
Wait.
That happens. Look how close our work is, Santos. These are the pictures that I chose for my series, The Greatest Secret, and then the content for my first book, Russian Dolls. And I've proposed the same old double torus. That was a nice graphic for it. Check that out, which I sorted from above. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool.
But they have a really great echo now.
Yeah, you're there.
But
So,
please,
yeah, look at this.
please stay in, Martin. I will show you one video from me.
Check that out. Google, they do love to push our face in it, don't they? Yeah, man. Crazy echo.
Yeah.
There's my bunny rabbit eating popcorn. No, it's not.
Santos, now it's better. But you
smashing the globe.
Wait a second, Santos.
That's what happens if you have 2 feeds at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Wow.
That was like heavy metal gig back in the day.
So
that
now it looks good.
Hawkwind, that was. So this is what I was thinking of.
Now it's better. Yeah?
That's better.
Yeah, graphic for North Pole Hall.
Santos, this is okay when I show you a sun video, which Martin really loves.
I seen it.
It's only about 5 minutes.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's great. So share the screen. Belgium, Dylan. We do it without music, only that we can talk about. Yeah, now it works. It was really cool because here you can see the sun is close, and I filmed it with the B1000. So why does the video don't start? Shit. Matt, do you have any idea?
Why the video won't start?
Yeah. Now it's that. Yeah, it works. So look at this. This is really cool.
Is Dave still about then, Santos?
Hey?
Is Dave still about? I'm Paige.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's here till the I think he's going home tomorrow, the 12th.
Is it?
Weiss. Do you talking about Dave Weiss?
David
Weiss. Yeah. He's also in the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah. This was with sun filter, and now I bring off the sun filter and look at the beautiful color of the sun. Can you see this, Santos?
Yep.
This is the sun spectrum. You can see the 3 little birds fly, and the sun is in the clouds. The sun is not 93 million miles away. It's our local sun.
Yeah, it looks like it's got clouds behind it as well, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, sure. That's why when you fly with an airplane, you sometimes overfly the sun. But it's really cool, yeah.
Yeah, I love it when the sun illuminates just the clouds locally to
Yeah.
it, and not
And
anything
here,
else, yeah.
Here I took the video in the negative mode.
Right.
And that's really cool. And when we
Pretty.
Yeah, really cool. So when we go here, and here you also can see clearly the Martin, what's the right word in English?
For the disk of the sun?
No, not the sun, sondern the spectrum of the light.
You just said it, the spectrum. That's quite
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's what you got. Oh, that's trippy.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I hope we see us very soon. Can we do this in 2 weeks, maybe again?
Yeah, for sure, man. Yep.
Yeah.
9 o'clock's a good time for me as well.
Yeah.
And I think Friday's the best day for me.
What's with you, Matt?
Friday, I think.
Me, I'm going to be on tour, brother.
You're on tour, yeah?
Yeah, end of the month. I'm all right for a week.
Yeah, Santos, you will do it with me and Lindsay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
end of the month I'm on tour. 28th it starts, 20th of March, Cardiff.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
So use me half an hour of your life, if you will. For the convention, it'd be worth it. You wake up millions of people and it'd be like fantasticness, Santos, beyond belief.
Yeah.
Imagine the buzz. It would just be electric. We want to do that.
Sure.
Honestly, it'd be brilliant. I make my peeps really happy. I put really big promos out as well.
Well, we're gonna have probably in May, June, we're gonna have a really big event here, and we're gonna be inviting a lot of flat earthers to come over, man. If you want to come over and do a presentation, come to the best land in the world, Mexico. Join us, be a keynote speaker.
Yeah, what's the deal with because I'm never going to have a vaccination of any sort in this lifetime, so it's none of that shit.
No, I bet that.
Ian said no test, no mask on the plane because he said he bloody posted a picture of him and his wife on the plane, nothing going on with anyone. So what about getting out though? Is there any weirdness going out?
No weirdness in Mexico. To get out, there might be weirdness to get back, but we'll look
in Britain. I get weirdness anyway. Look at me, Santos. Yeah, they're like this with the rubber gloves when I'm walking through. Hello.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we never wear a mask.
Yeah, I'm very tempted. I would love to do that. If you do get something together, I got after all of this and the big conference, I got something further on down the line because I'm not stopping on this, but later on in the year. But I could definitely do that. That would be fantastic if I could present something like, get big attention on that.
Next time I will show you the Elektrolysegerät for the water. Santos, it's really cool. I can send you a video later in YouTube. I did a cool YouTube video.
Yeah, please do.
Did you order the magnet stirrer?
Yeah, I've ordered one for $30. It's coming
Yeah,
next week.
I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I was going to get one as well since you told me.
yeah, sure.
Oh, that's so. I want one of Sean's grounds in maths, and I want one of your magnetic stirrers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah. Will you go live tonight, Santos, or are you invited somewhere?
There is a link up for a show I see earlier. Isn't there,
Okay.
Santos?
What do you mean? Invited to go where?
No,
No,
Synchronicity Society's on tonight later, isn't it? Did I see a link there?
Tomorrow night. Yep.
Tomorrow night. That
Tomorrow.
was it.
Yeah, Martin
Tomorrow.
will also go live
Cool.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Happy Flat
No.
Day tomorrow.
Why? What's the day?
Yeah,
Friday.
tomorrow is Friday.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah. Ready for cold?
I have got a lot of juice actually, so don't worry about paying. I'm on it.
Hey guys, I'll finish off with a couple of 3 funny photos. All right.
Go on, eh?
Yeah, sure.
We love funny things.
Just for your entertainment. And here we go. Here's what we got. There you go. The globe. It's a bit like Santa, but for grown-ups.
Yeah.
And then we've got here. Guess what happens to Humpty Dumpty? The ball. He gets thrown off the wall and breaks into millions of pieces and never can be put together again. So what is the globe psyop agenda all about? Well, it's about a half-assed, asinine, jackass theory, and it is doomed.
That's pitiful.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, this donkey's happy, you know. So
Yeah, he looks happy enough.
Yeah.
He looks like he gets around.
he's all right. He knows how to get around. So
Yeah, man.
this is not, any kind of derogatory thing to animals, but it just shows that it proves a point. It's a half-assed, stupid theory by the Jesuit demons, and guess what? We're going to throw Humpty Dumpty off the ball because there's only curvature where I see it, like there.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
only time I ever see
We know,
curvature as well,
Santos.
Santos.
Yep, those are curves. Those are curves. All right, guys.
Life is so
Yeah.
sweet.
So
Santos.
let's say goodbye to the
Double flat thumbs to infinity.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Santos,
much for your energy,
let
Santos.
yeah,
Sure,
no,
brother.
yeah. Very cool.
All the best. Until next time.
Manny.
Yeah, sure.
See you guys.
I'll speak to you soon, man.
Yeah, speak us soon.
Bye-bye.
Ciao. Goodbye. Ciao.
I'm
Matt.
going to upload this to my channel for later for the weekend.
Yeah, sure. I
Tonight?
think, yeah, that would be great. Yeah, sure. I will send it to you.
Oh, that would be even better because YouTube
Yeah.
downloading is a bastard to get just lately for some reason. I don't know what's going on. You've got to go through a few of them to get them to work.
YouTube downloader works sometimes only one day later.
You find that, don't you? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
but-
finding. Yeah.
but I will send it to you tomorrow
thank you.
in Telegram, bro.
Oh, that'd be great. Oh, not in Telegram because I can't get it on my computer at all. Then Facebook would be better.
It's too big the file. In Facebook,
well,
you
I won't
only
get-
can. In
Oh, yeah, I
Facebook,
can bring Telegram up on you. Don't worry, I can.
yeah.
All right, then much love. I gotta go.
Yeah,
See you
very
later in
cool.
the crowd in there.
Sure.
See you on the scene.
See us tomorrow.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
see you flat day.
Happy
All
flat
right,
day.
thanks, Manny. Epicness.
Sure, Matt. Ciao, brother.
Have a good rest of the day, anyway, brother.
Yeah, ciao.